If you are looking for some 1.18 starter base inspiration, then I might have the right builds for you. Since 1.18 adds huge caves and mountains to the game, I'm going to show you some build ideas for this new terrain, starting off with a lush cave base. Of course you could build your own lush cave and live in it, but why not use the ones that are already there? I built a little starter house here using a mix of calcite and diorite for the walls and spruce wood for decoration. The roof fits right into the lush cave since it's made out of mossy stairs and is overgrown by moss and leaves. If you would light up the entire cave, this could be the ideal spot to start a little underground base, with this house being the first building. I could also imagine a whole underground village being built here. This house is very simple, but it's functional. We've got some crops growing out front, and if we go inside, there's a whole enchanting setup and storage, plus all the things you need early game like crafting table and furnace. Would you build your starter base in a lush cave? Let me know in the comments. But watch out for creepers. With everything being so lush and green, you can easily miss them. House number 2 works for both caves and cliffs. You can build it completely underground or in a cavern like this one. This hanging house isn't as big and functional as the lush cave house, but it makes up for it in uniqueness. For this area, I'd imagine that people build giant mechanical claws and cranes to pull up their houses to save them from the rising water. This could be the first of many interesting hanging buildings. I decorated the house using a lot of plants, and if you've noticed, there's a lot of stone still stuck to the bottom of the house, indicating that it has once been stood on the ground and was pulled out. If we go inside, there's some very basic storage setup, but it's enough for the early days. I've also made a little bridge that is unfortunately broken. I suspect the creepers, to be honest, but all suspicions aside, this little bridge connects to the neighboring landmass, which could be the ideal spot for an enchanting setup, more storage or farms. And I hope you like my little floating glow balloons, or glow-loons as I like to call them. Just a fun little build idea. Let's move on to the next build. Isn't this an incredible area? 1.18 world generation is truly amazing. Mojang has done such a great job with this update. Those are incredible cliffs. And that brings me to build number 3, a cliffside starter base. Ever wanted to live in a cliff? Now's your chance. This house is built into the rock itself, and a massive support platform is keeping it all in place. And since there are no earthquakes in Minecraft yet, rest assured your house will never fall. This could only be the beginning of a whole cliffside base system with different kinds of houses spread all across the walls. This house may look tiny, but it isn't so small on the inside, and you could make this as big as you want to. Dig out the entire cliff and turn this into a secret underground bunker. It's entirely up to you, but I hope I could give you some ideas to get you started. Moving on to this build that you might have been able to spot in the distance already. This is a massive mountain, and this is the first build of what could become a huge mountain mega base. I love the combination of warped wood, calcite and deep slate, and it might just be the right block palette for a magical fantasy house. This could serve as a mountain outpost since it has so many balconies and a little watchtower on top. You can see everything from up here. And if you were to expand your base, I think a magical village or a giant castle could work really well. There's not a lot of space on the inside, but still enough to have some storage and other decoration. And using the twisting vines, we can go all the way to the top. What an amazing view, don't you think? Tell me in the comments which one of these starter base ideas you like the most, or what you're going to build in your 1.18 world. I have no idea what I'm going to do yet, but if you have any suggestions, feel free to let me know. Thank you for watching. Bye!